On the 13th of August, in the year -29, Octavian, then a prominent Roman general, celebrated his first triumph in Rome, marking a significant military victory over the Dalmatian tribes. This victory was essential in consolidating Octavian's power following the end of the Civil War. Octavian, adorned in a richly decorated toga and a laurel wreath, rides atop a magnificent chariot drawn by 4 stunning white horses. His expression is proud and determined, reflecting his triumph and the admiration of the Roman citizens. The Roman citizens gather along the route, their faces diverse yet united in joy. They raise their laurel branches high, chanting Octavian's name, celebrating their leader's military success as their collective pride swells. The atmosphere is thick with excitement as musicians play celebratory tunes and dancers perform spirited routines in honor of Octavian's victory. The sounds of laughter and music echo through the streets. As the procession advances, the atmosphere shifts as the captured Dalmatian tribesmen are led through the streets in chains, embodying the stark contrast of victory and defeat. Their faces reflect resignation, telling a silent story of their lost struggle. Behind Octavian's chariot, a group of senators stands in respect, acknowledging his triumph. These seasoned leaders, dressed in white togas, whisper among themselves about the implications of this victory for Roman politics. As the triumph continues, Octavian takes a moment to address the citizens, his voice resonating with determination as he speaks of their shared future and the glory of Rome. His words inspire hope. The triumph not only marked military success, but served as a demonstration of power, showcasing Octavian's ability to unite the populace and strengthen his position among the elite. Reflecting on the event, Octavian acknowledges the struggle against the Dalmatian tribes and the importance of their defeat in Rome's expansion, both politically and territorially. The atmosphere remains high as food vendors set up stalls, offering sumptuous delicacies to the citizens. The aroma of roasted meats and baked bread fills the air, stimulating appetites. As the sun begins to set, a sense of unity envelops the crowd, reminding them of their shared identity as Romans, strengthening their allegiance to both Octavian and the empire. In the heart of the celebrations, young children are seen playing and reenacting acts of valor, their innocent joy contrasting with the heavier themes of the day, embodying the future of Rome. Amid the joyous chaos, musicians collaborate to create a harmonious melody that elevates the spirits of the crowd further, fostering a sense of community and celebration. As night approaches, the celebration begins to transition, with flickering torches being lit, casting a warm glow across the jubilant faces of the citizens. Octavian pauses to absorb the significance of the moment, contemplating how his triumph could impact the future of the Roman Empire and his own legacy. The celebration reaches a significant point as prominent poets and historians begin reciting works that commemorate Octavian's triumph and the valiant efforts of the Roman people. As the evening unfolds, families share food and laughter, reinforcing the communal spirit that serves as the backbone of Roman society, showcasing the triumph as a moment of unity. The night culminates in the lighting of fireworks, a magical spectacle emblazoning the sky, thereby etching this triumph into memories for generations to come. As the festivities wind down, Octavian quietly reflects on the evening's significance, knowing the victory over the Dalmatian tribes has fortified his image as a leader. The night air fills with laughter and chatter as citizens slowly begin to disperse, taking with them the memories of this grand celebration, excited to share the tales of Octavian's triumph. As dawn approaches, the echoes of the past night linger in the air, symbolizing the start of a new chapter for Octavian and the Roman Empire. As citizens return to their daily routines, they carry with them the spirit of unity ignited by the triumph, setting a foundation for Octavian's reign. Meanwhile, the captured Dalmatian tribesmen are led away from the celebrations, their journey marking the consequences of resistance against Rome and the empire's expanding power. The crowd grew restless with anticipation as Octavian's chariot approached the Forum Romanum, the heart of political life in Rome. The sun shone brightly, illuminating the laurel leaves and golden adornments. As Octavian continued through the streets, he felt the palpable energy of the citizens envelop him, their cheers resonating like a symphony of approval, echoing off the marbled edifices around him. Octavian's gaze shifted toward the captured Dalmatian tribesmen, their faces lined with despair, adding a stark contrast to the fervor of the crowd. His heart swelled with the weight of his victory and the responsibility it entailed. In anticipation of the main event, poets and musicians took their places on the elevated platforms, ready to perform songs of glory and honor. The air was electric, crackling with excitement. With a signal from Octavian, the musicians began to play, their instruments creating a harmonious blend that seemed to transcend the boundaries of the crowd, further uniting them in celebration. Octavian stepped forward, raising his hands for silence, his voice booming out over the crowd as he addressed them, invoking a shared pride in their great city and the strength of their alliance. His speech emphasized the dangers of disunity, and as he spoke, citizens nodded in agreement, reinforcing their loyalty to him and the future he envisioned for Rome. The excitement in the air intensified as Octavian proclaimed the new beginnings inspired by their triumph over the Dalmatian tribes, transforming fear into hope. With the speech concluded, Octavian beckoned to the poets, allowing them to recite verses that glorified his conquest and valor, stirring the spirits of all present. As night fell, the celebrations shifted to feasting, with tables laden with fruits, breads, and roasted meats, filling the air with delectable aromas, seductive enough to captivate any passerby. Children ran beneath the tables, playing joyfully as their parents partook in the festivities, reflecting the strong sense of family and community that defined Roman society during this celebratory event. Suddenly, a burst of fireworks lit up the night sky, capturing everyone's attention, as colors erupted in splendid displays, symbolizing both joy and the grandeur of Roman military victories. Octavian watched as the fireworks painted the night with vibrant colors, sharing this moment with his supporters, reinforcing his position and legitimacy in Rome. As the dazzling display ended, poets began chant rhythmically, weaving tales of Rome's strength, elevating Octavian's achievements while simultaneously quelling any whispers of dissent. Gradually, as the night wore on, laughter and conversation flourished, entwining with the performances, bonding the citizens further through their shared experience of joy and communal pride. As celebrations reached their peak, Octavian moved through the crowd, shaking hands and sharing smiles, embodying the role of a unifying leader amongst his people. In quiet corners of the gathering, murmurs arose among former rivals, pondering the implications of Octavian's victory and his growing influence, the shadow of political maneuvering lurking beneath the revelry. Despite the worries of some, the overwhelming sentiment echoed throughout the crowd was one of hope, as many took solace in Octavian's promise to lead Rome toward a prosperous future. As the night began to draw to a close, the cheers gradually subsided, but the bond created through the shared celebration lingered in the air, encapsulating Rome's spirit. In the shadows, the captured Dalmatian tribesmen were led away, their expressions a mixture of defeat and resignation, reminding all of the price of resistance against Rome's expanding reach. As the echoes of cheers faded into the night, Octavian found solitude for a brief reflection, contemplating his next moves, fully aware that achieving unity came at a cost of power. As the festivities continued, Octavian took a moment to address the Senate, assuring them of his commitment to Rome and its citizens, emphasizing the glory brought by their military achievements. Octavian unveiled plans for a new temple dedicated to Mars, the god of war, signaling Rome's continual growth and divine favor as he promised rewards for the citizens' loyalty and bravery. As the day turned into night, the sky illuminated with fireworks, reflecting the triumph of Rome, while citizens laughed and danced under the stars, sharing stories of heroism. Capturing the essence of their defeat, the captured Dalmatian tribesmen were displayed at the formation's end, a stark reminder of what came against Rome, evoking mixed feelings of pity and triumph among the onlookers. To commemorate the day, poets recited works that celebrated the valor of the Roman army, weaving tales that transcended mere history, enthralling the audience. As night fell, citizens gathered to dance at the heart of the forum, forming circles and engaging in traditional dances that symbolized unity and joy in their shared heritage. Amidst the joy, murmurs arose among cautious senators, discussing the implications of Octavian's victories, hinting at the shifting political landscape in Rome. In the spirit of triumph, the Roman army paraded through the streets, proud and rejuvenated, showcasing their strength and loyalty to Octavian, which further solidified his power. With a sense of grandeur, Octavian concluded the triumph, pledging to honor the gods and his people, and reminding them of the strength that unity brings to an empire.